Mogul Motivation, empowering and inspiring entrepreneurs and dream chasers worldwide, 1 week at a time. Presented by True Stories Media, and I am your host, Antoine Twiz Taylor. How do you make your bosses more money, and how do you get more of said money? I mean, on the surface, that sounds like a cool statement to make. I mean, it's nothing wrong with making your bosses money, especially if you are working in a career or in a position that's aligned with your life goals, your career goals. And if you appreciate the place you work, if the people who you work with or work for respect you as a human being and all of that, is no problem with waking up with the thoughts to how do I make my bosses or this company more money, and how does that money trickle down to me? There's nothing wrong with that thought. But I do want to say it's a very sketchy, delicate gray area. Because you see, this world is ruled by capitalism. I talk about this a lot on these episodes, Mogul Motivation. This is episode 301, by the way. I talk about capitalism a lot and how it rules the world and it turns us into monopolistic money-making machines. It's kind of like we tend to, especially in the social media era, we fall into a pit where we're only focused about making money. And it goes back to biblical standards when you can't serve two masters. You can't serve God and serve money. You can't serve both. You have to choose. And a lot of us, whether we know it or not, we choose money. We choose to serve money. We choose to serve capitalism for personal gain and greed. And now I know some of you may be out there listening like, well, that doesn't make sense. What's the point of being an entrepreneur or going into business or chasing your dream job? Listen, the goal should never be about strictly making money. The goal should be about creating more peace. So if you want a car, if you want that luxury car, if you want that big mansion, if you want that private jet, if you want that yacht, that's cool. There ain't nothing wrong with that. But that shouldn't be the goal. You see, money, material things like that mansion, that car, that private jet, that yacht, those are simply tools that's going to create peace within your life. You can't serve two masters. You can only serve one. And if you choose to serve God, if you choose to allow your faith to navigate your life, then everything is going to come to you. That peace is going to come to you regardless of how much money you make. You can make $100,000. You can make $1 million. You can make $100 million. You can make any amount of money, and it wouldn't matter if you don't have peace. Chase peace. Serve God. Serve your faith. Do not serve money. So if you want to make your bosses more money, if you want to make the company you work for more money, you have a business, you want to make more money for your business. Yes, that's great. It's not a bad thing, but do not allow money to become your master. Do not allow money to make you a monopolistic money-making machine. Someone that's just going about life every single day worried about money, stressing about money, trying to figure out how you can get more money. That's not healthy. It's not healthy. You started your business. You went into your career goals. You have a goal, whatever it is that it may be, for a reason, because it brings you some sort of fulfillment, because it brings you some sort of joy. That should always be the priority, and that should always come before money. Money should just be a tool to create peace for yourself, to create peace for others, for your employees, for your coworkers, for those who do not have the same means as you, for those who are poor, living in poverty. Money should just be a tool to create peace for others. So you cannot serve two masters. You can't serve God and you cannot serve money. You can only serve one at a time. And it's up to you to choose. If you choose to serve money, then yeah, it may feel good, but eventually you're going to have chaos within you. Trust me, I've been there. I started making more money in my business. I'm being real. $483.15 I was in the negative before I started this podcast. I talked about that last week. I started making more money in my business. I got to a point where my credit started to rise, where I started to pay all my bills on time, where I started to eliminate my debt, where I started to pay off my car note, where I started making all of that when I stopped serving money. Do you understand what I'm telling you? And I started to serve faith. I started to serve my God more because I know that's what has control. That's what has the ultimate power. It's not money. I started making more money in my life, in my business, when I stopped worrying about money so much. Ain't that so ironic? But that's how it works though, ladies and gentlemen. I'm trying to tell you, don't worry about money. Don't serve money. Don't let money control you. Because the unfortunate thing is, in this world, like I said earlier, capitalism runs everything. So money is everywhere and we can't avoid money, right? So if we can't avoid money, if we can't control how capitalism runs this world, we can control our lives. We can control how we operate our lives, and we can control how we do business with our money. We can control what we do with our money. We can be the change that we want to see. That's why you are in your career. That's why you started this business. That's why you're chasing after whatever goal you're chasing after. So you can change your life, bring peace to yourself, bring peace to others, and bring peace to your community, and be a shining light in a world full of chaos. Don't become a monopolistic money-making machine. Become someone that loves to give. I talked about that a couple weeks ago. Go listen to Givenomics. Become someone who loves to give. Become someone who loves to make a difference. Become someone who likes to create atmospheres of peace. You will be a successful entrepreneur. You will be a successful businesswoman or businessman. You will be successful in whatever industry you are in, as long as you choose the right master and not the wrong master. So that's my message this morning, ladies and gentlemen. Let's continue to work. Let's continue to imagine reality. You can't serve two masters. You got to choose, and you got to choose carefully. If this podcast has benefited you in any way, shape, or form, I ask for two things as always. Number one, leave a 5-star review. And number two, pass it on to a friend who may benefit from it as well. Have a great day.